I feel because I'm such a new person to this, but I'm smitten by Letterpress. It's so much fun. You get to put something together that's your idea. You get to play with antiques, basically, these lead blocks, antiques, and the chance to go into a sort of a library and go through drawers and drawers of type and put something together. I've just seen so many people get mesmerised by doing it, and everybody should have a go at that. And then you put it together, you print it, and you have something to take home, and people are so proud of it, and so they should be. My name's Sarah Nicholson. The place that I go to get my letterpress passion out is Derdlab Press, which is a pop-up shop based in Skipton, and it was put together by Tony Wright, who has been collecting letterpress typefaces for years and been involved in print for a long time, and in collaboration with Helen Payton, who's a artist in residence at Craven Museum, and so she does production lino cut, and it involved a whole family of people in the end. There was me and other people just got involved, and we've always called it the Derdlab family because it's a very eclectic mix of people, and it's just people who just absolutely enjoy being there and being with each other and having a lot of fun. And it was started on Yorkshire Day last year for supposedly 6 weeks, and it's now been there 17 months. I spend the whole day with a smile on my face because the people who come in and the stories they tell are fantastic. People come in and you hear them saying, oh, what's that smell? And then I love that smell. I've never heard anybody say they don't like that smell. What's that smell? And you say, well, it's the ink, it's the white spirit. I love that smell. Just people just really excited about it, I think, because it's so different. And I love that. And then they come over and look at what you're doing, and they peer and peer and peer. And after a bit you say, well, are you a printer? And very often they are, and they have these stories and they want to share them, and you want to hear them because they have so much to tell. And I'm learning. You know, I've started off with something completely new, and I'm so interested in it. I want to hear their stories because it's about the people who did it. It's a living history, and that's the thing. In that shop, it's being taken forward. It's not a museum. People often come in and they ask, are you still using that printer behind you? Is that just for display? And you say, no, we're still printing with that. That's the whole point. You know, this printing press 1910, or this one is 18 something or other, and they're still going strong. What really interests me is the printers who come in and say, this is what I used to do, this is how I used to do it. And the difference now, what we do is very, they probably wouldn't love what we do in many ways, because letterpress needed to be about perfection. Every page was printed exactly the same, and what this does is taking it to a new era. So it is that heritage of movable type, but each one looking a little bit different is what we enjoy and what people enjoy these days. I love the way people are adapting it and just experimenting with it. I think it's great. And of course you've got to appeal to what people want. If you're doing it as a commercial thing and you want to keep it alive, you have to appeal to people. And if people are enjoying that sort of creativity, then that's how it's going to carry on going. And if that's the way to keep it going, then so be it. First time I came across letterpress printing was a year ago in Skipton, when my friends and I walked into a brand new pop-up shop, and it was showcasing letterpress print, and we signed up for a workshop there and then, and basically I never left. I did the workshop, and then I started going back more regularly, and I started helping out, and before I knew it I was getting involved in running the shop. I've always loved words, and I love communicating. I love the way that what you can do with the words and the shape of the words. But I like the short phrases, I like the little sayings and the things that just tickle somebody else when you hear them walking around the shop and it makes them laugh. What I really like is making cards. And the moment I used to make them just for myself. I used to make designs just for myself, and then started selling them in the shop and other people buying them. The first time, I remember the first time that somebody bought it, and I was so excited just that somebody else liked what I'd made. It's really interesting thinking about what I'm doing and how I want to take it forward. And my first reaction was wanting to have my own press. I just wanted, because I wanted to, when I come away from the shop, print on my kitchen table, and I did some lino cut and I wanted to do more of that, and I thought I could do it at home. But I've made it, well, I feel like I'm doing an apprenticeship. I actually feel like I've sort of gone back to how people would have done it. And I need to learn how to do it properly. What gets me back to the shop and what gets me there all the time is I just love getting inky. I just love having the ink on my fingers, and I come away, like today, and I feel like I've done something real. That's the best thing. I go into work and I sit at my computer and I do all my design or content or writing or whatever, and that's great, but it's nothing better than being hands-on and doing something, creating something with your hands. And you create it from nothing, because you start off with nothing in front of you and pull all this type together and create something, and then horror, break it back down again. but it's that feeling of sort of joy and sadness at the same time. I mean, for me, it's the antidote to my day job. My day job is fast type, computer based, and this is slow type. It's about carefully putting things together. It's about authenticity of what you're doing. I think I found something that I just care about so much. I can't really describe what it means to me, but when I get in that shop and I just start playing around with the type and so on, and just playing around with all the bits that go with it, it just fills me up. I enjoy it so much that I just want to stay there all day. I love my day so much and I get so involved with it, and then I finish. I feel great when I finished, but I feel a little bit sad because I want to be doing this all the time, not just part-time. That's really tragic, isn't it? Oh, I'm trying to say is that once I've got away, I have to wait for it and come back.